everybody. I hope you all had a great Thanksgiving week, and just wanted to shoot a real quick video just to go over what happened over the last 7 days. Kelly and I and Tatiana will get back to the normal market report starting this week, but didn't want you to miss out on what happened over the Thanksgiving week. Let's just get straight into the numbers so you can stay up to date with everything. And remember that we're doing these 7-day market reports so that you have as real-time information as possible so that you can make your decisions if you're on the buy side as to how to prepare your offers and what to expect with regards to competition, and if you're on the sales side, how to price your home and what to expect with regards to marketing and traffic. Okay, so let's dive into this and see what we've got for the week. Okay, so as always, our orange line here is our buyer activity line. Our blue line is our inventory. And for the second week in a row, we had a dip in buyer activity, and inventory also dipped, which we kind of expect this. This was the week of Thanksgiving, so we expect that to happen. And then what ended up happening was buyer activity dipped more than inventory dipped over the Thanksgiving holiday. So we moved into a little bit deeper of a buyer's market for this weekend. Or I'm sorry, for this past 7 days. I don't expect this to last. I expect it to kind of get back up in here into this neutral area. Remember, anything on the orange line is considered a normal market. So we've been hovering around a fairly normal market, a little bit stronger on the seller side. We dipped down for the last few weeks into the buyer side, then we started moving back up again. So we'll see if this upward trend continues. Honestly, I expect it to kind of flatten out over the next 3 weeks because of the Christmas holiday. And then once we hit January, I expect to see it kind of start moving in this direction again. So that's what I kind of expect to see, but we'll see. We'll see what the market does. Nobody can predict the future. We have seen interest rates starting to come down a little bit, so that's helpful. But it just depends on what inventory does. Because remember, prices are determined by supply versus demand, and right now, over the last couple of years, demand has been way higher than supply. Over the last few weeks, we've had a pretty equal balance, maybe a little bit more supply than demand, but we don't expect that to stay for much longer. We're just into this seasonal downtrend of buyer activity. So we'll see what happens come into December, beginning of January. We'll see if we start shooting back up into that strong seller's market. So what does this mean for you as a buyer? Well, as a buyer, it's a good opportunity for you to look at properties, and if you can find one you really like, it's a good opportunity for you to get into that property. Probably going to be able to maybe get some contingencies, certainly not going to be able to face as much competition as you will be facing in the spring. So it's a good time to buy because you can not have to give away the house. You can maybe keep a contingency or two, depending on the property. And that is very property dependent because there are still properties out there that are going with multiple offers and with no contingencies. On the sales side, inventory is extremely low. So if you're considering selling, the buyers that are out there, even though they are fewer and far between, they are very serious because you don't get out and look during the holidays unless you're a serious buyer. So as a seller, it's a good time to get out there because you also have less competition than you will in the spring, because that's when a lot of the sellers are going to go on the market. So if you want to talk about your situation in particular, please feel free to reach out to us, message us, email us, call us, and we will be happy to sit down with you and dive into your situation. Okay, everybody have a great week. We will be back at the end of this week with our normal market report, and please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you soon. Thanks.